It's time to invite on stage none other than architect Mustapha Khalid Pala of Vistara Architects, Bangladesh. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for a fantastic speaker here, architect Mustapha Khalid Pala.
Good morning. I extend my gratitude to Team FOAID for inviting me and delivering a small speech in front of you. I've been here a couple of times presenting in other occasions, but this seems to be a very special because I have made this presentation a bit different than other times what I did. I'm starting my presentation. You may find it a bit different, a bit away from the architecture, but this whole thing, in between the wrap, it is architecture. So let's start. My journey with an enigmatic substance that I can see, I can touch, I can feel, I can smell as well, with which I can shape my imaginations. I can sing, I can play, I can shape my soul. I can feel like an artisan pouring soul into water. The substance that helps me feel bold yet weightless, as if I'm flying. My presentation title is The Aroma of Concrete, My Journey. How did I fall in love with this substance that is so ashy yet so vibrant? Perhaps me being grown as an artisan out of the alluvial soil, searching for the substance that connects with the roots and embodies sustainability, that do not shape me, rather I shape my imaginations. At the initial years of my career, I feel like I'm waiting for something that isn't going to happen. There are so many names who have great influences on my works to understand language, grammar, vocabulary, prose part of modernism that later shifted and depressingly termed as brutalism in the late 60s and 70s. But two individuals mesmerized me with their poetic endeavors. Louis Aigan, whom I never met, but every day I see his masterpieces in my hometown. The other man who changed my perception about architecture is Tadavandu, whom I met and spent some time back in 1995. They are connected by their souls. After the passage through Tadavandu in 1995, I found myself banked on modernism, brutalism, romanticism, and minimalism. plain I term masculine, bold, devoid of cosmetics, entails truth, yet romantic. My new journey started in 1997 after coming out of Mr. Tadawando's office. Then I designed this first multi-family residence in Dhaka with all concrete, where I have almost 20 years track record of working with concrete, and you will be finding some changes in the works with regard to time. Another project is a headquarter of an insurance company, the design. This was a competition I won, completely built out of concrete. This is the head office of Grameenphone, the largest telco in Bangladesh. We won the competition through an international competition, and again, it's a mixture. This is the first sustainable building in Bangladesh without having any green building logo. By itself, it's sustainable and made out of, obviously, with concrete, glass, entailing this romanticism. So it has a, we used to call it a building with a soul. This is my recent project. You can find out a big difference between what I did in 1997 and now I'm doing. This is, even it's quite old. When I designed it was almost 5-6 years back. This is a commercial building, not of its genre. What we are seeing right now, it's out of the box. Has so many balconies, so many, we call it the garden, the Babylonian. The name of the project, that's why is Ranks Babylon. Let's see some still shots of this one. That is not my design on the side of this building, obviously. This part is mine. The statement is very bold, very straightforward. No extra elements where it is necessary, like the walls are with concrete, and the connectivity between the nature and the interior is through glasses. As I mentioned earlier that I'm a romantic person, but a masculine romantic person. So I try to do something with lighting when at night, it's completely different what we see in the morning. So the lightings are bouncing from the cantilevered, bold, extruded portions of the building. It's another recently completed project. It's a head office of a bank. Again, its basic element is concrete facing west, and there is a screen, sunscreen in front of the building, which is completely detached. Another one, recent project just completed. My statement is very simple, very straightforward. I guess I don't think that much. It's all based on my intuitions, and I think each and every project of mine is a new challenge. It's a new scope of designing a new thing. So maybe I have the signature in all my projects, but the thing is that they're different from each other. This is also a west-facing building having a big gateway, because this is situated at the entry point of a posh commercial area. So it has been made in that manner. Even designing a hotel where everything is so flashy, I dare to use concrete everywhere. This hotel is Radisson Blue Chittagong, the largest hotel in Bangladesh. So I kept some blending of other things like it's the brick, but the basic structure, the male part is concrete. And obviously, I have few female parts as well, because life is dull without female. You see, I don't know what would be happening, because the owner of this building, this hotel, is Bangladesh Army, who used to paint things like the trees, the stones, natural things. They love to paint. I don't know what would be happening for this, but as long as I have taken the photographs, I'm okay with this project. The next project is headquarters of Mobile, Bangladesh. It's nearing completion. It's also a different statement I tried to give. It's not a glass building. It has glass. It has all options of inviting natural lights. But since it is facing east, I tried to create another screen with big urban windows. The in-between space. Another commercial building on the same strip. Fortunately, I have so many projects on the same spine. So this is a completed project, ranks FC Square. So what I want to mention is that things are very simple when it is true. I don't need to do a lot of things. I just put the walls as structure, I put the slabs to take the loads, and I put the glass to make the climatic barriers. So this is simple what I do. I don't put so much of brain designing a lot of things, because for me, truth is beauty. Apart from these commercial buildings and hotel buildings, we design other projects as well. Like this one is a service apartment having 60 units. It's also built with only concrete and glass. The climatic considerations are always there. If you see very solid, bold wall coming out of the ground up till the head, it means that it has some climatic considerations in it. Either it's facing east or west. And north-south is true. It's another apartment complex. Sometimes because of the request of coming out of the clients, we need to do something a bit, like this is a cladded portion, and there is interplay of concrete and the colored walls. This is another service apartment made out of concrete, and I used to call it the mother form, or the masculine part is holding the feminine part. So nowadays maybe I'm using some other materials, incorporating either it's tiles or paints. You will see one small project later on that how I use the color with concrete. Another office building. It's in between. To me, office is no more a dungeon that we used to see earlier. Now the office is a lifestyle. It's part of our life. So we try to create the office as home, as like our classrooms or what we did in universities. So the boxy type of office building, we are not anymore designing. Now you will be seeing some other projects coming out. Again, the climatic considerations are there, having concrete as my signature. I'm using a bold statement with the glass, with structural system, having a big cantilever out of the building. This is a very, very small, maybe 300 square meter land lot. So here you see a small project is also getting the importance like a big project. Sometimes I feel better designing very tiny projects. This is also a commercial building. You can see that it's not only the exterior I'm using the concrete. We are in many cases try to keep the concrete as it is, even in the interior part. Let's see some of my upcoming projects. How, I don't know, you can judge finally whether I'm transforming or not, but still I have the absolute love for concrete. So let's see for other projects. This is a big condominium, gated condominium complex, again with absolutely concrete. Concrete helps me to feel bold. It helps me to express the structure. In my designs, structure is beauty. So always, I guess you have found it over there, that the structural expression is explicit. Hear me? Another commercial building is just construction started. An apartment complex in a posh area, Dhaka. So everywhere the expression is very straightforward. Either it is coming out of ground or it is coming horizontally from the building. So this is another type of work I am doing. It's a blend of brick and concrete. a small apartment building. Sometimes I feel, am I using too much of concrete? Because that causes a lot of problem for the workers, even for the promoters, the developers, the contractors, because they don't have any chance to do anything afterwards. So it is very difficult to work with. But as long as I'm able to convince my clients, my contractors, I'm happy. This is the headquarters of Health Engineering Department, Dhaka. Another apartment building. So these are in process. You are under construction. You are ready to be started. Another apartment building. Commercial building. Very small, very tiny office building, but located in a very prestigious area. So these are the things what I am making, trying to bargain for a new creativity, attending the challenges and creating the new skyline, all for the future. It's my team, a team of young, enthusiastic architects whom I worked for last 25 years. I owe a lot of things to them because they are my power. This is my core team, a bit differently represented because I have so many filters. I used to show my projects to everybody how it is coming out. There is a postscript. The artisan remains avid for the beauty is truth, truth beauty. This is a boundless sea of time. The universe is afloat. Where is the abode of soul to be found? We can't find our abode. When we live, that is our shell. And this was a piece of my journey since I have been graduated in 1988, but I said that I was so frustrated at that time. And when I went to Japan and saw Mr. Tadawanda's work and was with him, then I found, yes, I can do something. So, thank you very much for your patience. Thank you.